Hello everyone and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. As usual, we will start with the weights ratio, um, as we can see right now in the screen. And yeah, I mean, we can see what happened here with the weights ratio. I mean, it was declining and now it's lifting up again, indicating that whales are selling more Bitcoin to the exchanges, and we can see we hit a level of 89. That's big. That's still too high, and even the 30 hours moving average is indicating what's happening here, right? So when whales are sending more and more bitcoins to the exchanges, usually that have some impact to the price action. At the same time, the stablecoin reserves on the exchanges keeps rising. The thing here is, and that's one thing we need to have in mind, this indicator is showing us for all exchanges, so not making any difference between spot and derivative, because I was yeah, struggling a little bit, and then I checked the gap between derivative and spot is huge. So they are sending a lot of stablecoins to derivative exchanges, and not that much. Even we received last night, for example, a lot, but it's just from the volume, just a different thing related or compared to the derivative exchanges. At the same time, and here that doesn't matter if derivative or spot is the stablecoin supply. And yeah, maybe you noticed that, and Paulo, the CTO of Tether, just was mentioning very proudly that Tether cashed out whales within 3 days, 7 billion US dollars. Well, first of all, that's not a very bullish sign for the market, but we need to see if USDC or different other stablecoins are neutralizing this 7 billion, so generating, minting more stablecoins in other in other treasuries. But however, just to he make a statement where I just had to laugh, because it seems, I don't know what these guys are hiding, or he made such a comment like, we paid out 7 billions in 3 days, and what institutional could make that? Wow, that's a big statement. He's comparing Tether. Tether is at the same time the central bank, because they are generating the coins there. They are distributing the coin. They are destroying the coin. So if we talk about the process, the Tether treasury works like a central bank. And he is comparing the central bank with an institutional. I mean, to be honest, Paulo, you should read a little bit about what it means to be a central bank and what it means to be an institutional. Of course, an institutional cannot just make such a high volume cash out in 3 days, because I hope you know, that partly of his deposit has to be sent to the central bank. But however, we don't need to discuss. I don't think he is going to watch my video anyway. But that's in my opinion, that's what's happening in this market, and it's not funny anymore, in my opinion. Making such kind of comparison, fooling people, hiding information, don't bringing any full audit, and instead just hiding everything with an attestation, and just to make clear we are an unregulated market, so it's absolutely okay. So that's their standard of transparency and quality, it seems. Well, so yeah, just to close maybe the topic of stablecoins, I have checked, for example, the burned amount of USDC, but to be honest, they still have, as you can see here, 52 billion circulating supply. I mean, sounds big, it is 1.6 billion US dollars. That's a lot, but they are, it seems, also minting big. So 1.8 billion here and dot billion here. So it's not the same. Okay, it's if we make a comparison of burnt and it's just, you know, the better way, it's the total supply, for example, or even the circulating, it should be the same, I guess. So and you can see it was declining all the time, and now it lifted up and it maintained stable. So indicating the minted and burned net flow is almost neutral. However, we need to see what's going to happen next. But yes, it looks very interesting. Maybe many whales are just cashing out Tether and they just want to use USDC next, or they are just making some arbitrage deals. I don't know. I really don't know, and we need to see what's going to happen next. Okay. So let us talk about flows. And if we check here, if we check here, 17th. Okay. Yeah, I mean, last night we received a lot of Bitcoin, and even, I mean, the flow activity maintains relatively high, relatively. Okay, just comparing the flow activity related to what I have detected related to the volume, that's really big. And just yesterday night we received 5,500 Bitcoin, and yeah, so almost 6,000 within 2 hours. An hour later, 3,500 later, and even here in the last few hours, yeah, today we received again, yeah, I would say here 6 to 7,000, and we are getting more at the moment. Of course, we received, or we can detect here outflows as well, but not that big. And even stablecoins, we received a lot of stablecoins. For example, here the biggest one was almost 400 million. But the problem is we can see the same or very close, the same amount outflow. For example, here. Okay, we had the positive net flow here and then the negative net flow here, and also 190 million less on spot exchanges. So be very careful, because let us we will talk about the market maker, just in yeah, checking who or what is driving the markets right now. But in my opinion, I was expecting all the time to go up, to go up, to go up, and it's showing me that even SPY goes up, Bitcoin receive more sell pressure. And yeah, that's usually not a good sign. So it would follow one to one SPY. We should be here right now at 30,500 or even a little bit higher. And it didn't happen. So we need to see what's going to happen. So future trading, let me zoom in a little bit. So that's fine. What happened to funding rate? The funding rate was going up yesterday night and it declined afterwards. It looks like it's lifting up again a little bit, but yeah, I mean, that's not that big. The only thing that looks, in my opinion, bullish and taking into account that the funding rate is indicating they are demanding more longs than shorts is that we received a big amount of bitcoins there. So just yeah, 3,900 Bitcoin, for example, another 2,200 afterwards, and yeah, even we had here 2,600 Bitcoin outflow, but more inflows coming in, and that's what here, for example, our net flow is indicating. That looks very green to me, so indicating more Bitcoins are arriving on derivative exchanges. A different picture, well, a little bit different picture to stablecoins, but let us take a look. I mean, that's what the funding rate did, that's what the open interest did, and the leverage ratio is rising again. Okay, so they are demanding, it seems, at the moment more longs. And we see here as well big amount of stablecoins since yesterday night, 300 million here, and let me check, 250 million outflows. I mean, it's just wow. It's really big. I mean, the last one was here. That's really big. 220 million net flow. We are talking about the net flow. Let me check if I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. 220 million net flow. Okay, 65 million less, 50 million less, and so on and so forth, but 140 million more. So we need to be careful because, yeah, I don't know if these guys are longing at the moment. We will check that later on. I have refreshed that. Binance indicating that shorts are rising, and that could be also bullish. Bullish because exchanges would try to wreck them, of course, if we push up. But we still have more longs than shorts. Well, Bitfinex, I really don't care, but the shorts, they declined a lot. And even here on Ethereum, we have now more longs than shorts. Even here as well, more longs than shorts. And just BitMEX, it's a little bit different. More shorts than longs. However, it looks like that Binance, many retailers are shorting right now even more than before. You remember just 2 weeks ago we had 600 million and so on, and 2 billion here in longs. So we should have that in mind. And if we take a look, for example, here, oh, can I spin now? Great. Give me some free liquidation maps, please. Oh, okay. I didn't get one. Nothing to worry about. FTX, give me the last liquidation map, please. Here we go. Looks okay. The volume, at least the bars are just declining. Okay, liquidation volume, the highest bar is not even reaching 120 million. That's absolutely nothing on FTX. And I would say it's the first time after a long, long, long time that we have much more shorts than longs. That's bullish on FTX. Okay. Um, we need to see. I don't know who is shorting right now. I can't tell you that we have high leverage shorts here, but even then it's not big. I mean, yeah, we have maybe here 1 billion or something, but it's compared to the weeks before, it's nothing. It's really nothing. And even here, longs, nothing. Really, absolutely nothing. So if they I would make a bet. If they try to make a double bottom at 27.5 or something, I think everyone would start to short, and that's maybe the best situation to liquidate all of them then. Because if these guys are shorting right now here, just imagine what would happen if they start aggressively send a big red candle. Everyone would short. I mean, I'm shorting. I'm a little bit active today again, trading. I have started to short at 30,700, and we will see what's going to happen next. Um, Let us see what's happening here. Well, let us make the 30 minutes. That looks better. I mean, yeah, it's rising, but you see what's happening now. I mean, and coin margin contracts just down, and they are. I mean, it's so crazy. Let us make here like pattern analysis. Okay, so we can say it was the top, the local top, down, local top, down, local top. We need to see, but let us think it is down. So local top, down, local top, down, local top, maybe down. And that's happening here with spot as well. We should be very careful today. And even maybe not today because it's following SPY, but maybe tonight. I don't like that. I really don't like that. And that matches very well to what I have seen to the market makers. Yeah, I don't like that. I just want to see how they hide to buy coin margin contracts. Just go long, 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 and using, for example, stablecoin to push the price down. That would be great. That would be really bullish. It's not happening. It's really not happening. Yeah, Coinbase buying more, 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 but that's it. Everything else looks just like nothing. Absolutely like nothing. So, and let us talk about what the market maker is doing or the entities in general. I have to change. That's the market maker. I have said be careful just because it's lifting up. We need to see what's going to happen next. They are not accumulating. You remember that was last year in summer. Okay, just before we reached our bottom, aggressive, just very aggressively, they have started to buy. It's not happening. It's absolutely not happening. And I have warned, if they want, if they really want, if they really want to decline their balances, like last year, for example. So last year they declined until they reached 5,070,000. they still have 5,120,000, indicating we still have a gap at 50,000. So if they want to use those 50,000 to generate fear, wow. And last year we had different entities. I mean, check what those guys did. Okay, while they were selling, they start to buy. It's not happening. They are so bearish. I really don't get what's happening here. Okay, so these guys went up, declined. It seems they're at least their trend looks bullish, looks at upward trend. And these guys, I don't know, doesn't look like they want to accumulate now. And the market makers are very active also today. So if we check, they sent at least fund flow 1,000 Bitcoin here, 1,300 Bitcoin here, 1,800 Bitcoin here. What happened? The price started to decline. And it seems they sold just lifting with yeah, bullish price action while the price was going up. And in my opinion, they are accumulating again on exchanges. I don't see all of that here, to be honest. And as mentioned, we have also different other entities, and these one are also indicating and showing big fund flows. 2,000 Bitcoin, 2,000 Bitcoin, another 500 Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. I don't know. And if you check the chart, what do you see here? That's sideway run. You know what I think about sideway run and institutionals, right? So we need to see. We really need to see. But at the moment, I don't see these guys accumulating. I don't see coin march and contracts rising. I don't know what's happening with them. I really don't know. Maybe they want a really good dip before they push up. I really don't know. So let us take a look then. Yeah, our exchange walls if we can detect something there. So what we see here is that Coinbase is still limiting at 28, sorry, 48, 28, and yeah, limiting here at 31,500. So also here we need to see Deribit. Yeah. Oh, that looks so. Look there. That's huge. That's insane. Bitstamp. Okay, waiting here in lower ranges, but nothing up. Binance Spot limiting at 32 as well. Yeah, and a lot of buy orders. Bitfinex. That's Bitfinex Spot. Okay, also limiting 27.5. And that's it. FTX perp limiting 29.2 at the moment. Huh. They opened here 25.6. Oh yeah, they stopped their walls here. I don't know why they reinforced that and then removed. I really don't know, but I mean 29.2. Yeah, maybe why not? Possible to go down, create such kind of double bottom here and then go up again? Possible. Oh, Kraken. I don't care about Kraken usually, but they move from 32.5 to 35. Okay. Bybit, nothing. Bitmax, nothing. Still here 25, but that's it. Let us go to Kraken futures, nothing. Bit, oh, Bitfin, Bitfinex derivatives, look there. I mean, we are talking about sell orders here. They are really, really, really bullish. I'm kidding. Doesn't look like. If the spot, uh-huh. Okay, still here 22.2, and it seems they opened here, nothing there, just tiny orders, but that's it. And Binance Futures is here limiting at 32 again, and even here at 31. Okay, so you can see what they did. Okay, we have here a wall. The price went up. You can see the distance between price action and orders. And I mean, look what happened. And the price just yeah, declined afterwards. And now they are pushing here to maintain the price above, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. Let us make a personal conclusion.